Hey guys, this is my Summerslam review, and I'm going to be doing this while there is a thunderstorm, so this should be fun. Um, Kick it off with some guy playing the national anthem. I completely missed who it was. It was some guy on a guitar. I missed who it was because I was having a SummerSlam party, so I missed who it was, so you're gonna have to excuse me on that one. So after that, in the introductions, we get to The Miz. Miz comes out, cuts a promo. R-Truth comes out, cuts a promo. Alberto Del Rio comes out. And then Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, Rey Mysterio come out. So we get I don't know if it was an impromptu six-man tag, but, it wasn't announced till just right then and there. So we have a six-man match starting SummerSlam, starting the pay-per-view. It was an okay match. I'm not gonna say it was the best or the greatest, but it was an okay to decent match. You had your couple of good moments. Match ends with Kofi Kingston jumping off the top rope on the Miz on the floor, and or no, not Miz. Alberto Del Rio. I apologize. And then Mysterio does the splash. 1, 2, 3. The baby faces go over. So then we go to the back. CM Punk is with John Laurinaitis, and Laurinaitis is like, "You kicked me in the back last week. Blah, 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 blah. I want an apology from you right now. Blah, 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 blah." So, CM Punk gives a fake apology. So he turns around, and there's Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is there. So Punk and Stephanie talk for a little bit. That's the end of that. So then we go to our next match, Sheamus against Mark Henry. And it's pretty much what we expect. But the ending was a really good ending. I liked it. Sheamus and Mark Henry really got, some offense in. And then the ending was really cool. It was really different. Henry has Sheamus up, sends him back first into the post, and then, still with him, like he's going to body slam him, runs him through the barricade, into the crowd. And that was a really cool spot. I liked it. Mark Henry gets back in the ring. Sheamus gets counted out. Mark Henry wins by countout. You know what? For this angle, I actually don't mind the ending. Because it proves that while Mark Henry is still this monster, he could not totally defeat and eliminate Sheamus like he did with Big Show, like he did with Kane. So I think that angle's going to continue, and the crowd was really into Sheamus. They really were. It was a good crowd tonight. So Mark Henry gets the win by countout, but I think this feud is going to continue. Then we get CeeLo Green. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because the end of the performance. So he does, the official theme song, Bright Lights, Bigger City. And, he's got it looks like he's wearing something, you'd wear in a choir at church. And then here comes some of the divas. The Bellas are there. Alicia Fox is there. I think Rosa Mendez is out there. And he's singing the FU song. But, to be politically clean, it's Forget You. So, he does the song. And then at the end, he does this. That's right, he did this. Not PG, CeeLo. WWE has come to terms on the use of CeeLo Green. We wish CeeLo Green well in his future endeavors. PG. You don't do that. That's not PG. So anyway, Stephanie McMahon comes out of the locker room with John Cena. Apparently those two had a conversation. Next match, the first of the 3 title bouts, the Divas belt on the line. Pardon me. Kelly against Beth Phoenix. And, I thought we were going to have a new champion. But you know what? This match was a little bit better than the one at Money in the Bank. Beth Phoenix completely dominated this match. The ending was somewhat good. The ending was good. Beth was going for the glam slam. Kelly reverses it into a roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Kelly actually beats Beth Phoenix to stay the Divas champion. That surprised me. I thought Beth would win the belt, but Kelly remains Divas Champion. Then we go to our next match, Wade Barrett against Daniel Bryan, and this is where I think the entire pay-per-view turned around. Because at first, it was meh, but then by this match, all the way to the end, it was a solid pay-per-view. Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett have a very good match, a lot of hard hitting like you would expect. The ending comes, Bryan puts the label lock on, Barrett gets out of it. Then Daniel Bryan tries a move, but Barrett caught Daniel, and then he hits him with the wasteland. 1, 2, 3. Wade Barrett over Daniel Bryan. A good match. A really good match. Then we go to the World Heavyweight title match. Christian and Randy Orton. This is no holds barred. So Christian comes out. He says he has a big announcement. He says that someone is going to be in his corner tonight. It would end up being Edge. So Edge comes out, plays the song, and then he gets on the mic. And he tells Christian that while you are my best friend, the way you won the title wasn't stylish. Wasn't cool. Like, when I won it, at least I won it. I did heinous thing, but at least I won the belt. So he said basically to Christian, you're going on your own in this match. And this ends up being a phenomenal match, for no holds barred, and this being Christian and Randy Orton, and, Christian's a great worker. Orton, has his days, but today was a very good day. They worked very well hand in hand. Couple of cool moments. The RKO through the Spanish announce table, and yes, the announce table finally gave out this time. Let's see, the couple of kendo shots that both men traded, the DDT onto the trash can, Christian going through the table in the ring, Christian going through the table outside of the ring, but the finish was excellent. Orton's about to give Christian the RKO. Christian has a kendo stick, hits him in the midsection. Christian jumps up, springboards to the second rope, gonna do a crossbody. Orton catches some RKO on the steel steps. 1, 2, 3. Orton wins the heavyweight title again. Randy Orton, the new World Heavyweight Champion. This was a very good match. I gotta say the expectations of that match far succeeded what I thought it would be. So, then after they show the video package of, the whole SummerSlam Access weekend and stuff, we see Triple H talking to Stephanie McMahon. Triple H goes out, going to be the referee for this main event. CM Punk, John Cena, for the undisputed WWE Championship. Only one man was going to leave, the undisputed WWE Champion. And I got to be perfectly honest. When I heard that this match was going to happen, my first thought was, how in God's green earth are they going to top the match they had at Money in the Bank? It's almost impossible. It is nearly impossible. The only exception to that rule would be Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair. Those two were able to top themselves. But yet, CM Punk and John Cena have a fantastic match. Not as great as the one at Money in the Bank, but it was very, very good. Both men, early on, there were 1 counts. How many times do you get to see a 1 count? Not a 2, but a 1 count. Which was very cool, which was different. And then there was a series in the middle of the match, which I really enjoyed, where CM Punk gets Cena in the Anaconda Vice. Cena reverses it into the STF. Punk reverses it into the key lock. Cena reverses it into the crossface. And Punk reaches the ropes. That was a good 5 to 7 minute series right there of moves, and it was done very well. It really was. And then after that, Cena gets knocked down onto the floor. Punk does the dive through the ropes. Triple H is counting, and he's going to count both men out. He gets to 9, and then as he was about to get to 10, He stops. He goes outside of the ring, throws Cena back in the ring, throws Punk back in the ring. He was not going to let the match end on a double countout, which really was a smart move, booking-wise. So both men, they're trying everything to win. Attitude adjustment, go to sleep, flying elbow drop. In the middle of this, the fans are doing a Randy Savage chant in Los Angeles. This is unbelievable. This is such a great match. Cena hits the AA. 1, 2, Punk gets out. And then Punk hits the go to sleep. 1, 2, Cena gets out. And then the ending of the match was very good. It's going to continue a story here. Punk hits the GTS a second time. Cena is near the ropes. Triple H counts 1. And Cena's foot is clearly on the bottom rope. 2, 3. Punk wins. Triple H did not see Cena's foot on the bottom rope. Punk wins the match. Punk is the undisputed WWE champion. And for those of you who did not watch Raw, Triple H said he would not make a mistake in the title match. And he obviously did because he missed Cena's foot on the bottom rope. But it was very good. After Punk got the belt, Cena went over to Triple H, explained to him, my foot was on the bottom rope. And, Triple H said, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. So Punk goes around the ring, celebrates. Then he gets into the ring. And then Triple H puts his hand out, wanting to shake his hand. Punk does not shake his hand. So Triple H raises his hand as champion. So Triple H leaves the ring. He's going back. Punk is celebrating, in the corner. Then, and you thought that the pay-per-view was over, but there's more. Oh, there's more. If you watch very closely in the corner of the screen, here comes Kevin Nash running through the crowd, over the barricade, gives CM Punk the jackknife powerbomb. Triple H sees this. He's walking all the way back to the guardrail to near the crowd, wondering what's going on. Meanwhile, here comes Alberto Del Rio down in the ring with a referee, cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Del Rio gives a roundhouse kick to Punk. 1, 2, 3. Alberto Del Rio, the new WWE champion. And Triple H is completely confused as to what happened because his friend Kevin Nash came into the ring, powerbomb Punk, leaves. Triple H wondering what happens. Del Rio cashes in, gets a 3 count, and we have a new WWE champion. It's Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio, the new WWE champion. And tomorrow night in San Diego, first title defense. Alberto Del Rio against Rey Mysterio live on Raw. What a match that's going to be. Okay, so what did I think of SummerSlam overall? A good show. This was a very good show. I got to give this one 2 thumbs up. While it was not, the caliber of Money in the Bank, I don't think any other pay-per-view is going to touch Money in the Bank this year. SummerSlam really delivered on the 2 big matches, Orton and Christian and Cena Punk, especially Christian and Orton. I had my doubts on that one, but they showed me they could have a good match again, and they did. Cena and Punk, arguably the biggest rematch in a long time. Pardon me. What a good title match that was. Very, very good. I think when people are going to rate that match, I think it's going to be at least 4 stars. I really do. Barrett and Daniel Bryan, very good match. Sheamus and Henry had a very good ending. And, despite CeeLo Green doing what I showed you, and if you didn't see it, go back to however many minutes into the video it was. I'm not doing it again. This was a very good SummerSlam. I really enjoyed it, especially the second half of the show. Although, when I watched it for the first hour, the audio was about a half-second behind the actual action. I'm not really sure if that happened with any of you. If it did, write a comment. I don't really care. Well, I mean, I do care, but if you do write, go ahead. And another thing I noticed, the Spanish announce team, no Hugo Savinovich. It was some other guy. Is he the Jack Corpella of the Spanish announce team? I really don't know. All in all, I thought SummerSlam was a very good show. Like I said, nothing could beat Money in the Bank. It really couldn't. And how could you top Money in the Bank? But SummerSlam was a very good show. The 2 title matches really delivered. The surprise ending of Kevin Nash was a very good twist. And Alberto Del Rio cashing in, winning the WWE title, fulfilling his destiny of becoming the WWE champion. So all in all, it's a very good SummerSlam, and now let's see what we get from here. What happens with CM Punk? What happens with John Cena? What happens with Orton? What happens with Christian? There's only one way to find out. That's to stay tuned, folks.